So, if you had a go at making our homemade massage ball, here's a few techniques that are really good for giving yourself a massage at home. Start off by finding these two bulbous parts of your skull and come down about an inch until you find those taut bands of neck muscles. You're going to be working on the top region of these muscles here. So you'll need a couple of books or a yoga block if you have one. Position yourself so you've got that ball just below the skull. And from there, take a deep breath and allow the muscles to relax and sink down onto the ball. Start to bring in little nodding movements just to massage out those tight muscles, and then slowly side to side. Apply a little bit of pressure to one side and release to the other side and release. So this time the ball is going to be placed either side of the spine. Make sure it's not on the spine itself, so you've actually got a tennis ball either side of the spine. And you're going to be working on the space between the ribs and the pelvis. So with the base of the ribs being about there, quite close to the top of the pelvis. So it's this fleshy, muscular area that often holds a lot of tightness, is where your massage ball is going to sit. Ease yourself down. You're going to bring one knee to the chest and give it a little squeeze. And you can hold it there as long as you like. You can rock a little bit and bring the other side up. You might notice one side is tighter or more painful than the other. That's okay, that's normal. And again, you can just introduce some rocking side to side, forwards and backwards. Or you might feel like you want a little bit extra. You can bring both knees up, place the feet flat on the floor, and then bring one knee in, and then the other knee in. And you're applying a bit more pressure onto that ball. And again, you can just rock those knees. One of my favourites now, we're going to be working onto that muscly upper trapezius area that runs between the neck and the shoulders, often prone to a lot of tightness. You're going to have the ball placed just below the neck but above the shoulder blades. Have a play around, find the right position for the massage ball, and once you're there, again, allow yourself to relax. Now you might be happy there, and you can just work gently side to side. You can bring your arms above your head, and you can try the same there, or you might want to move your arms slowly up and down because you find that works into the muscle best for you. If you'd like to add a bit more pressure, you can do all that with your hips lifted into bridge position. So from there, that might be enough. You might want to add a little bit of movement, rocking side to side or forwards and backwards. Or you might find this nicer, bringing your arms above your head, side to side, or moving your arms through the range of movement. Okay, so this next one is for the cyclists and the runners amongst you, or anybody who sports, activities, work, daily life involves a lot of demand on the quads. So we're going to be working with a massage technique that helps to stretch and release the muscle in segments. First of all, find the bony point on the front of your pelvis. Now come down a couple of inches from there and you're going to feel the gristly part of the hip flexor. You're going to be starting right on that point there. Find the location of where you want your massage ball. Now from here, grab the leg, squeeze and apply pressure. If you'd like a little bit more pressure on that ball, you can come onto the toes of the other leg and just lean onto it a little bit more. Squeeze and release. Move the ball down a few inches. Come back into that stretch. Squeeze and release. If anyone is struggling to grab their foot, you can always use a band, a belt, or a towel, anything that you can pop around the foot just to help you bring that foot closer into you. Now, the reason why I much prefer this over this when it comes to the thighs is because the layer of muscle on top of the thigh bone isn't actually all that thick. So when you do apply a solid pressure onto the thigh, you're pressing it down very hard against your bone. And with all the nerves running through your thigh muscle, it's very painful. So like with the spine, by using our homemade massage ball, the pressure is either side of the bone. So just like when you're up here, you're still working very effectively, massaging through the muscle, but you're not pressing it against the bone and causing a lot of pain. Now, whilst you're doing these exercises, you might feel some muscular discomfort. And that's normal, that's the pressure going through the muscle. However, if anything makes your symptoms worse or causes pain that you're unfamiliar with, then stop and please do get in touch. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.